I'm joined by Robert Costa of the Washington Post right now and Amanda Terkel of the Huffington Post. Robert, tonight, I wonder if the major press will make a decision about who won between Cruz and Trump, or will they just want to do a jumble headline, a double barrel, and make it sound like, well, Cruz really took on Trump tonight, blah, 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 without a clear statement of who won? Is that what your main bar is going to look like in the Post tomorrow?
If we were writing just about the first hour, it'd be about Cruz slicing apart Trump's argument about Cruz's Canadian birthplace. But this was a multi-hour debate, so you have to have a double-barreled analysis because Trump came back strong, bounced back, talking about immigration, talking about trade in China, and really taking Cruz on New York values. And those were the two exchanges that dominated, and that tension became the story.
Why are the straight reporters out there all taking Cruz's side on his right to run? Is it just they want to have a bigger number of candidates? I mean, because if you look at the Constitution and the normal original intent of the Republican side and the conservatives who pick, I mean, for example, if Cruz were voting for who gets on the Supreme Court, he'd be voting for somebody, only someone who is a literal interpreter of the Constitution, who literally would go by point. What did they mean by that back in the late 18th century? And what did they mean when they said natural born? He wouldn't be talking about liberalizing it. So why are they getting away with this two-faced Cruz attitude where I can be liberal in my interpretation of the Constitution when it is convenient to me personally, politically? How do they get away with that?
Look, we're reporters. No one's taking sides. We got the front runner. We're covering. Well, yeah, let me explain what I'm saying here. My point is, Chris, that we're reporting on the front runner in the Republican Party for the presidency is taking on the guy who's next in line in the polls and saying he's not qualified to be on the ballot. That's a major debate. It's unfolding, and it seems to be an open question in the GOP. It's inflamed a presidential debate, and in fact, it seems to have overwhelmed these debates. You had all these other exchanges with Rubio and Cruz and others, but that Trump-Cruz dynamic on Canada, that was the story.
Yeah, I think it says if I hold on there, I wanted to bring in Amanda Terkel. What do you think was the lead story tonight? Where's it going? I always like to say, what story's got legs coming out tonight? What tonight got started as a story or built as a story that's going to continue now from now on in the next week?
I mean, I think Trump showed that he's still in it. You may not like where he stands on banning Muslims and everything, but he didn't back down. He stood with it. I thought his answer on New York values was very strong. As someone from New York State, I liked him defending New York State. But, you know, if you look behind what Trump is doing, it's never quite as it seems. So there's a 9/11 group that reached out to him twice to get his help in passing a health care bill for 9/11 first responders, and he never responded to them. But his answer sounded very good.
Well, he wasn't a candidate for president back then.
Right.
Anyway, Howie Jackson's out there.